Amy from Doki Forest. Can I help you? Oh, more books? Oh, but I have books now piled up on the floor. They don't fit on my shelves. Oh, but you have some really good ones. And you have some other stuff? Wait a minute. And Evelyn Rose also purchased something? I better go have a look. Hi friends, it's Amy. It's Thursday, which means it is Thrifty Thursday. This is a super fun open collab hosted by Sheree over at Turquoise Dreaming, and I will have her info down below. You can feel free to check out the hashtag, her channel, and just see what everybody's up to. So today I'm going to be sharing some books, which will be later, so that way if you're not interested in the books, you can just check out the random stuff in the beginning. And I have some journaling, potential journaling ephemera that I picked up. I say that because, well, I'll explain as I go. But first of all, we're going to begin with Evelyn Rose, who did a little bit of shopping herself. Here she is. Evelyn Rose is the fairy who lives here at Doki Forest, created by fairy godmother Julia. And she picked this out for herself. She got herself, let's get everything upright, a little tea service set. And it is a little bit wet because she just washed everything, so she is ready to go. And this little set has 4 plates, and everything has this little flower design on it. I don't know if it's a water lily or what kind of flower it is. I'm pretending it's a water lily. You can let me know if it's something else, because I think you probably know this by now. Flowers are definitely not my expertise. I don't know what is. I just know it's not flowers. We've got a little creamer, and you can put the coffee or tea in here. And it had a little cap. Now, I don't know if the little cap goes with the little teapot like this, or if it goes with the little sugar bowl. It could go on either. And then we have the matching cups. And we have 2 little spoons so you can stir your drink. So that's what she picked out. And I thought that was cute. It's just the perfect size. Here she is. She can hold a little teacup. So she's got her tea service set here. She can have some friends come to visit. We do have some other fairies here, so she is very excited to host a nice little tea party with them. She had a little flower tucked in there. Yeah, so this will be a lot of fun. You never know who's going to show up. This way she's prepared and can serve a little something. All right, so let's move that back. And Evelyn, if you wouldn't mind, just sitting, you can sit right there on the side. Okay, so now I will show you some of the journaling ephemera that I picked up. And it's all vintage. I will begin, everything came in like plastic bags. And I will begin with this ginormous bag, chock full of stamps, old stamps. And there's a big bag like this that's just loaded with unsorted stamps. So let's kind of get a feel for what we have here. 50 cents, Republic of France. And this one is Republic, I think it says Republic of France. 15 cents, Canada. Well, I'll hold them up for you. I'm just kind of getting them a little bit spread out so you can see them. So they sort of look like, hold on, let me just, oh, these 2 are kind of stuck. There we go. Oh, another Canada one. So here we go. Here's a look at some of them. And they've been used, so these were all carefully harvested from letters after they were used. And there's a ton, there's just a ton of them. Like, there's just so many, you know? And there might be a lot of repeats. I don't know. I don't know how many different ones we have and how many repeats we have. I have not sorted them or anything, but they seem to be from all over. So there's all of those stamps, and then there are a ton of stamps which are sorted into bags, and not by myself, but these bags are sorted. So I don't know if they're sorted by country. Italy. So these ones look like they're from Italy. Sorry, that's probably upside down, right? There we go. So yeah, there's some sorted here, and I'll have to look into it. Let's see what these ones have. And these bags, you can tell by the coloring, they're parchment paper, but I think they were probably white and have now faded. Oh, these ones are bigger. So these are bigger size stamps. So maybe they're just sorted by size. United States. Texas. Oh yeah, so these are different states. So I don't know. These might be all United States. These larger ones look to all be United States, and then the smaller ones look to be international. That's just from my real quick peek at these. So there, as you can see, there's just a ton. And they came all together. So it just came as one big bag, just chock full of so many stamps. Look at this. What's this? This looks like a little way to sort. Oh, look at this. Look at this. H.E. Harris and Company. Everything for the stamp collector. And that came from Boston. Wow, the largest stamp firm in New England. And there's some notes on there. So I guess maybe that's how you sort stamps, was using this. I don't really know much about it, but there's clearly these little like tuck spots. So we've got our bag of stamps. Oh, there's a Jamaica one in there. You see that? So yeah, these seem to all be international. So we've got our international ones, and then and there's just a ton of bags. Like, look at this. Look how many bags. I mean, it's kind of overwhelming. But look, these ones are sorted. Like, look at this one. Zoological issue 1935. And it has the price for this whole pouch at the time was 50 cents. And let's see what we get. Now these have all stuck together, but not, you can easily pull them apart though. And these are beautiful. These have all kinds of animals. Really pretty. I love those. We got a turkey and a badger. We got a cow. I'll see if I can pull some more apart so I can show you. Luckily, they just pretty much come apart really easily. I got a bear and a moose. Let's see if I can hold these up for you so you can see a few more. I love these though. These are my favorite ones so far because they have animals. So those are really cool. But yeah, so there's all these pouches in here, and you know, what a treasure. I mean, this was clearly somebody had taken great care with collecting stamps and sorting them, and so that's why I say, like, I thought I was buying them for journaling, but I mean, they're just sorted with such care. Here's Brazil, pouch with Brazil, Persia. 3 varieties of beautiful butterflies from Madagascar. Let's see. Let's see these beautiful butterflies. And of course, again, they are stuck. I don't know if I can... These ones feel more stuck together, so I might have to do like some kind of a steam trick, but I can at least show you the one on top. But there's just, I mean, there's just so many from all over the world. And I don't know if these are worth anything, or I don't know anything about, you know, stamp collecting and the value of this sort of thing. I just saw a bag of stamps and I thought like, ooh, ephemera, you know? But now I feel like, I don't know if I can use these. I mean, but at the same time, I gotta say, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know if anybody wants to actually go through all of these. I mean, this would take quite a long time to go through them all and see everything. We've got Germany, Poland, I mean, Iraq, Great Britain, Morocco, Egypt. We've just got stamps from everywhere. Norway, Peru, Burma. So yeah, I've got plenty of stamps. So that was my treasure number one. I think this was maybe $6 tops for this bag. It was something like that. It might have even been less. It wasn't much. And I mean, it's just chock full. Oh, Hawaiian Islands. Let's see if I can untuck, or is it stuck? Oh no, it's stuck. Those ones are stuck. Yeah, probably most of these are stuck together. What's this? We'll look at it together. I did not look at this. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's pretty large. I'll put it down on the desk so you can try to see the whole thing. There we go. This is really pretty. Stamp collecting in Japan. And it looks like, you know, they started their collection. They didn't reach the top of Mount Fuji, but it does look like they were here, but they're ripped off. I mean, for all I know, they're probably in one of these bags. I wonder why they took them off. Or, you know, maybe they just fell off. But you can see the little tearing there where they either were torn off or fell off. That is really cool. I don't know what year this is from or anything. I don't think there's anything else like that in the bag. I think that's it. But yeah, this is a treasure trove. This is something that I thought I was buying to use for fun, but now I feel like I don't know if I can. It's like a piece of history, so well preserved. All right, so that was my stamp collection. Now I'll show you my postcard collection. This was another bag that was just full of postcards, and I didn't really look through them. I just got the bag, and I'll just show them. I'll just show them to you. I don't even know if they're... Oh, they are used. Manchester, New Hampshire. Regards. So this is from someone in the U.S. Army. So these are just... I don't know. This is amazing. And these may all be the... No, and this one wasn't used. So they're... Some of them are used and some of them are not. Is there a date? I don't see a date. But yeah, there's just all these beautiful postcards. And again, I thought I was just going to buy them and use them for ephemera. Maybe I will. I don't know. What would you guys do? Do you have any qualms about using this sort of thing? Or do you just figure, you know, give it a new life, put it in the book? Yeah, so these are, they seem to, oh, it's just as I was going to say, they all seem to be black and white. Here's one that is not. So they're all locations. I'll go a little bit quicker because, I mean, you get the idea. I don't want to bore you with them, but, oh, look at that. Nice palm trees. Most of these are blank, so they must have been part of a collection. Look at this one. It says, sorry, I gotta turn it this way so I can read. Pelly's Modern Cabins Between Meredith and Holderness, Route 3 in Meredith, New Hampshire. That's cool. I like those little houses. So, a nice collection of travel postcards. What's this one? Rebecca Nurse House in Danvers, Massachusetts. That's cool. Oh, what is this? Does this have a date? No, it doesn't. So, that's the postcard collection. Next, I will show you, I got, this is like some, these are negatives. And I just thought it was fascinating because it's from Japan, I believe. So I was just fascinated by this. I was like, what am I going to get on these negatives? And so I have 3 of them, and they're all just like this, the negative. Let me see if I can, if I shine my flashlight from my camera through, I wonder if we can see it. So you can see it's people. This looks to be like a, maybe a rock with the ocean or something. Oh, this one goes this way. This is like a torii gate. Can you see the torii gate? That's really cool. So yeah, these are pictures from Japan. So yeah, there's 3 of those, and I just thought that was fascinating. Just wondering what images were captured. And I don't know the year. Let me see. I know it's tricky with this one. See, there's like people walking down the stairs. So I just found this I just found that fascinating. Just these images caught on camera from a time in Japan, maybe post World War II. So I thought that was fascinating. And again, they were just like a couple bucks, but I just found that really interesting. And then my last sort of ephemera item is this bag of items. And Japan, Friend and Ally. So this looks to be a book that came out post World War II, just to remind people that the Japanese people are very good people and don't judge everyone by bad decisions that were made by those at the top. This says, this booklet was prepared by Troop Information and Education Section, General Headquarters, Far East Command, 2nd Printing, January 1952. So I thought that was really interesting. My grandfather served in World War II, so that's sort of why I was picking up these things, because I've always wanted to make a book for him, maybe a journal, junk journal sort of thing. But again, now I'm not sure. But I would, if I use this, I would just literally tuck this in a pocket. I would never cut this up or do anything with it, because this is just an amazing piece of history. And then it came with these items, which, here's this postcard. You must be willing to give up everything for your country. They're taking on some water here. This guy looks to be in not a good way. It says, ever feel like this? Oh, this is great life. Want to go fishing or swimming tonight? Regards to all from Frank. That's cool. I hope you went fishing, Frank. It came with this paper here, this War Ration, book 4. So that's pretty wild. And then here's a stamp album for the purchase of United States War Savings Bonds. And I don't know, oh, there's a couple. So as you fill this album with war saving stamps, it will rapidly grow in value and should be guarded against theft or loss. And it's in pretty good shape, considering. And then lastly, this postcard, it probably had writing on it that faded. I feel like I can almost see a little something here, but it says, Germany doesn't mind a scrap o' paper. I do, especially when it's from you. So those were my ephemera finds, possibly to go in a journal. I don't know. And now, next up, we have some books. Okay, we are now in the book portion of the video. let's kick things off with this book, Brenda Starr, Girl Reporter. I love that it had this cover. This just adds so much to it. Ooh, look, that is a pretty neat... I know it's just the title, but there's just something I love about this color combo and the star. But look at this. Whoa, look at this guy's head. Hold on. Before we look at his head. Brenda Starr, Girl Reporter. Based on the famous newspaper strip by Dale Messick. A rush call on an assignment in Sun Valley takes Brenda Starr on her most thrilling and dangerous adventure to date. The pleasure of the famous winter resort is overshadowed by the mysterious disappearance of all who dare to venture into the quiet lodge on the mountainside. It takes all the courage Brenda can muster to make her entrance. And it says, Dale Messick was more or less born with a pencil in her hand, for her father taught art in the Gary, Indiana schools. Dale studied at the Art Institute in Chicago, then entered the commercial art field. After her persistent efforts, the Tribute News Syndicate finally accepted her comic strip featuring the beauteous Brenda Starr in 1940. Dale is one of the few women cartoonists in the field. She lives in New York with her husband and daughter Starr. Wow, that's super cool. Her daughter's name is Starr with 2 R's, just like Brenda Starr. And good for you, Dale Messick. That's amazing. I'm glad her persistent efforts paid off. And look, she illustrated this. She did this illustration. That's amazing. I love this. See, I didn't even know that when I got this. I just bought it based on the cover. But I love that it's by like a pioneer cartoonist, a lady who stood up for herself and got her work published against all odds. I mean, these are great characters. Look at this. It looks like a creepy guy and this lady who does not want to be with him. I mean, I don't know. Are they getting married or something? And like, she's like, oh my God, look at this old dude. And he's like, yes, me and my young bride. And these guys are like, maybe we should do something. I don't know. Okay, I have no idea what the book is actually going to be about, but I am super excited. Illustrated with original drawings made especially for this edition by Dale Messick. Copyright 1943. So yeah, this is not going to get torn up. This I am definitely going to be reading. And here's the illustrations. So we have a few of them. Oh, Brenda Starr dreamed up a tall blonde stranger. Oh, Brenda. I don't know. I think this dude's in your future. Oh, should we find a snippet to read? Let's see. I'm going in, he said quietly. I don't know who the he is. I'm just going to read randomly. Brenda nodded, knowing further words from her were wasted. Larry forced a smile, intended to be reassuring, and came close to Brenda. I want you to promise me you will not follow, he said. But, Larry, Brenda protested. Now, don't worry, he consoled. Brenda sighed. He's going to disappear in an unexplained manner like everyone who has entered that building so far, and he tells me not to worry. There was a trace of his usual light-heartedness in Larry's next remark. He boasted, It'll take more than Professor Squell to stop Larry Nichols. I only wish I had that much confidence in you, Brenda retorted. Poof! Wait until you get to know me better, and you most certainly will, Larry responded. Now don't follow, and don't worry. Those are orders, Miss Starr. I'm your boss, you know. He uttered the words in such a forceful manner that Brenda felt as though she had been slapped in the face. Then he smiled at her, and the smile took the sting out of his words. I'll wait 20 minutes, Larry, and if you don't come out, I'll go back to the resort for help, Brenda decided. All right, so we'll have to see if Larry makes it out. I'll let you know. I don't want to see... Oh, here's Larry. He must have made it out. He's studying a strange note. There's a spoiler right there. So sorry about that if you were on the edge of your seat wondering the fate of Larry. So this is super cool. I am looking forward to reading this. And it looks like the back is the same picture as the front. But yeah, this is definitely a reader. I'm going to read that. That's on my summer list. Very excited about that. And look at this. Newest up-to-the-minute mystery and adventure stories for girls and boys, featuring your favorite characters. So your reading list for the summer is right here. There you go. Take a screenshot. Add those to your list. And from there, we will go to this book, which I bought because of the cover. I saw that cute little, like, Scotty dog. It's called Thy Servant a Dog by Rudyard Kipling. And you can see some staining on there, but that's okay. I like the gold. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we have a year. Books by Rudyard Kipling. There's a ton, of course. Oh, look. Thy Servant a Dog. Oh, it's told by Boots. So this is told by a dog. Illustrated by Margaret Kerms. 1930. Well, I love that it's told by Boots. So I'm guessing one of these must be Boots. And there are some illustrations. So that's nice. I always love to see some pictures. Let me see. Let's read a little bit. Here it is. And you might already know this book. I don't know. I've never heard of this one. Thy Servant a Dog. Please may I come in? I am Boots. I am son of Kildonan Brogue, Champion Reserve, VHC, very fine dog. And no dash parlor tricks, master says, except I can sit up and put paws over nose. It is called making beseech. Look, I do it out of own head, not for telling. This is Flattened Town. I live here with own God. I tell. Okay, so that's his intro. And here it goes right here. This is like the predecessor to, like, remember the cats that said, like, I can has cheeseburger, and then, you know, people like to make animals have sort of that funny talk where they'll say, like, I can has treat instead of, can I have a treat? You know, I feel like that's what I'm reading here. This is like the beginning of that. So, if this doesn't make any sense, I mean, this is Boots talking. So, you know, we'll do our best. There is a walk-in park on lead. There is off lead when we come to the grass. There is another dog like me off lead. I say name, he says slippers. He says name, I say boots. He says I am fine dog. I have own God called Miss. I say I am very fine dog. I have own God called Master. There is walk round on toes. There is scrap. There is proper whacking. Master says sorry, awfully sorry, all my fault. Slippers Miss says, sorry, my fault too. Master says, so glad it is both our faults. Nice little dog, Slippers. Slippers Miss says, do you really think so? Then I made beseech. Slippers Miss says, darling little dog, Boots. There is on lead again, and walking with Slippers behind both own gods, long times. Slippers is not half bad dog, very like me. Make fine pair, Master says. There is more walkings in park. There is Slippers and his miss in that place, too. Own gods walk together, like on lead. We walk behind. We are tired. We yawn. Own gods do not look. Own gods do not hear. They have put white bows on our collars. We do not like. We have pulled off. They are bad to eat. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh. So we wented to Dustbin, is what this one's called. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh, there is the beseech. I made a big beseech. So that's the little trick that he can do. Boots can do. This is adorable. Oh. I have winded something which makes me afraid. I'm not sure what that means, but... Well, I gotta read the book and find out. So, this looks cute. I can't wait to read that. Another one for the summer list. Hopefully. I always have too many things on my summer list. Next up, we have The First Book of Sailing. And this was a library book. Oh, too bad it's missing the little library card holder here, the little pocket. But look at this. You get all these boats. You can learn about them. This is... oh, I thought the date was... oh, here it is. 1953. And it looks like the book is all black and white, and then just blue is the only color. And it just tells you all about sailing. But I just loved this picture. It reminded me of some books I had when I was little. But look, you can learn so much about your sloop. You can learn all the little parts of the boat. Knots, tying knots. I just thought this was so cute. Your first sail tells you what to do, the sail and its parts. So yeah, tacking, sailing on a reach. I don't know. I thought maybe if I did like a summer book or... I don't know. Ooh, look at... every sailor should carry a chart of his local waters. Charts are maps showing the shape of the shoreline, the type of bottom, mud, sand, or rock, and the depth of the water at average, mean low tide. Very nice. Oh, they also show the location of the buoys that mark where you can safely sail. So are all these numbers buoys then? Is that what those would be? As you can see, I definitely need this first book of sailing because I don't know any of this stuff. But I just thought it was really cute. Ooh, signals and flags. Some storm signals. That's very cool. Taking care of your boat. So yeah, just a little book, but I thought that was really cute. And I didn't know if I would alter it, or if I would just rip some pages out, or if I would just, I don't know. Potential some sort of a summer book or something. And while we're on the subject of boats, I picked up Little Toot, the restored classic. Now, this book I got at the book sale, and when I was little, I would get this book out of my library all the time. And I remember thinking it was a very thick book, so it was like, you know, when I was beginning to read, and I thought this book was awesome. I got it out all the time, but I remember it was difficult at the time for me to read because I was just learning. But this is so pretty. So I've got my own little Toot book. I can read it. I can finish it, I think. So it's on the list too. But something really cool happened when I opened this up. I was showing my kids, and I was telling them about how I used to love getting this book out of the library. And I was opening it up, and look, it has a signature in here. It says, "Here's a big toot for you, Finn. Hope you'll love reading and drawing as you grow up. Love, Linda Gramatke Smith." And look, pictures and story by Hardy Gramatke. So I'm wondering, is Linda the daughter of the original author and illustrator? And look, this little guy's saying, "Toot toot, Finn." I mean, I don't know how someone gives this away. So, Finn, your book is in good hands now. But how cool is that? I didn't expect to find a signature in there. I thought that was pretty cool. That does not happen too often, but it has happened to me before. Do I have it here? I don't have it here. But one time I got one of those Magic School Bus children's books, a hardcover, and that had a signature in it. So I'll show you that at some point when I can find it. Oh, Linda Gramatke Smith. As Hardy Gramatke's only child, I was so blessed to have an optimistic, humble, loving dad, a person who welcomed children and their parents to visit his studio, who was always delighted to hear that someone loved Little Toot and his other books, and who joyfully painted until the end of his life at age 72. Wow. So it's the author's only child, and his daughter is the one who signed this book. That's a treasure. And from that book, I will show you, I found this book, The Reader's Digest, Nature Lover's Library, Field Guide to the Wildflowers of Britain. Now, I know this probably won't help me with flowers that are here. This is copyright 1981, reprinted in 1982, in case anybody is interested. But it's beautiful, and we do have some of the flowers, and even if we don't, I just thought this was full of beautiful illustrations. And again, my thought was, well, maybe I'll tear some of these pages out, and this is all how to identify the flowers, and then it goes into each one. But I thought maybe I would tear these out. Like, I just love this. You know, I could cut that out, but then I don't want to separate it from its information. So I think I know where this is going. I think I probably won't cut this up. But look at how pretty this is. It's got, I love that it has the illustration, but then it also has a picture. Now the picture, granted, is too small. Like if I looked at that, here, I'll show you close. Like if I looked at that, I can't really see anything that looks like this in there to my untrained eye. This one's a little better. This one's got a small picture there, but I feel like you can at least begin to make out these shapes in there. But it's really cool because a lot of times I feel like you either get this or this, you know, and in this guide you get a real picture and an illustration. So that's really neat. So these are just really beautiful. Every page is just chock full. So this would be a gold mine for someone who's looking for some botanical images to just mine out of, or harvest out of the out of a book, because this book is thick and every page is loaded. So this would be great for someone looking for a book of images. I don't know if it's easy to find on eBay or secondhand, you know, thrift books and all that. But if it is, and you're looking for this sort of thing, I would highly recommend this. Lords and Ladies. Wow, that's cool. Is this like Jack in the Pulpit? It's Jack in the Pulpit, right? Is it called Lords and Ladies in the UK? Huh. See, I'm getting sucked in already, but yeah. I'm thinking of Possum Patty showed she had a huge Jack in the Pulpit. Maybe this is just a similar plant, or maybe we have different names. Let me know if you know the answer. Oh yeah, see, this reed mace looks like what we call cat o' nine tails. But again, it could just be similar, not the same. So, yeah, this is loaded. And there it is. It's nice, sturdy. It's a good size, too. It's not a humongous, hefty book. It's thick, but it's easy to hold and open. Some of the books that I get with illustrations that I love, they're just so big and heavy and kind of awkward. This one is really, really nice. And then I found this book, Dallaire's Book of Trolls. And this is in really good shape. I mean, this looks pretty new. But I want to grow my collection of like magical, mythical creatures kind of books and that sort of thing. Oh, and there we go. Even if you lose the dust jacket, the cover is the same. Let's see what year this came out. Huh, look at that cat. But yeah, look at these drawings. They look like colored pencil. A three-headed troll there. And I don't know much about the history of trolls or the mythology of trolls, so I'm very excited to learn. This is copyright 1972, and the copyright was renewed in 2000. So still, this book is 23 years old, and it looks brand new. And then you can learn all about these. Well, look at these. Is this like pencil, or look at these nice looking trolls here with the noses. You either can have multiple heads as a troll or a super long nose. That seems to be the choice. But yeah, I just like this. I like this style. It's just a very different style of drawing. But I was fascinated by it. I think it tells you a bit about the author illustrators. It's a husband and wife pair. They worked as a team on both art and text. Oh, originally they used stone lithography for their illustrations. A single 4-color illustration required 4 slabs of Bavarian limestone that weighed up to 200 pounds apiece. The technique gave their illustrations an uncanny hand-drawn vibrancy. When, in the early 1960s, this process became too expensive, Deleuze switched to acetate sheets, which closely approximated the texture of lithographic stone. Wow. Yeah, definitely, it looks like pencil. Graphite, pencil, colored pencil. Let's read a little about these trolls. There were forest trolls, too, who shambled about in the deep, dark shadows of the woods. Some were taller than the tallest pines. Some looked like huge, ragged tramps, some like scruffy bears. Most of them had only one huge head and a very small brain in it, and they could easily be outwitted. But when they grew angry, they would tear up whole stretches of forest and smash the trees into kindling wood. And let's see, it says, the troll children weren't much prettier, and the troll hags were uglier still. They had long, red, crooked noses, and some of them even carried their heads under their arms. Oh, that's funny, huh? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And my last book for this week is An Old-Fashioned Girl by Louisa May Alcott. And the book came out, this is the complete authorized edition, and this came out in 1912. Well, 1897. Well, it says entered according to Act of Congress in the year 1870. But then the copyright is 1897, and the latest one is 1912. All right, let's see what this says. I pity you rich girls so much. You have so many opportunities and don't seem to know how to use them. I suppose I should do just the same in your place, but it seems now as if I could be very happy and useful with plenty of money. You are that without it. There, I won't croak any more. Let us go and take a good walk, and don't you tell anyone how I came and cried like a baby. Never, said Polly, putting on her bonnet. I ought to go and make calls, said Fanny, but I don't feel now as if I ever wanted to see any of those girls again. Dreadful state of mind, isn't it? Suppose you come and see some of my friends instead. They are not fine or ceremonious, but lively, odd, and pleasant. Come, it will amuse you. I will, cried Fanny, whose spirits seemed improved by the shower. Nice little old lady, isn't she? Added Fan, as she caught sight of Miss Mills on their way out, sitting at a table piled with work, and sewing away with an energy that made the gray curls vibrate. So I have not read this one before, and I am looking forward to reading that. All right, well, I think that does it for this week, because we have quite a video here between the books and some goodies. And I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I found at the book sales, and I will catch you again soon. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're having a great summer, and I'll see you next time.